My name is Bartek Wrzosek, and I'm big enthusiast of digitalization, and I will be the host of today's webinar. The title of the webinar, AI in the Workplace. So we will talk about the AI. Maybe we will find out some and also discuss some advantages of the AI in the modern workplace, maybe some disadvantages we will find out, and maybe a little bit elaborate about some myths. So there is a big amount of data around the world about the AI. We have our own attitude, our thoughts about the AI. And this is this one of the webinars we are presenting 3 times a year upon the title Rethink HR. So we will discuss the AI in the workplace from the HR perspective, and to give some extra ideas, extra knowledge for the people they are related with the HR, how to support, for example, the AI initiatives in the workplace. So this is it. And first of all, I would like to start the short poll about you. So do you plan any activities connected with the AI implementation in HR activities? Guys, please mute yourself. And let's have a look. I'm still collecting the answers. We have 4 possible answers here, like we don't have such plans. We are thinking and planning it, but still didn't run. We started some and we are quite advanced. So let's have a look on those results, and I think we could comment on that in the moment. Okay, still we have some answers. 70% of people already voted. Yes, let's have 30 seconds more for the answers. Okay. So now I'm closing the survey. So if someone missed, then just I present the results. I hope you see the results now. So please confirm. We see that majority of people here are thinking and planning the initiative related with the AI. So 43%. There is around 30%. So 1/3 of the population of this webinar, they don't have such plans. But the majority is starting or already started the AI initiatives in HR, which is, I think, showing that this webinar is relevant. So HR people are in this situation that they are looking for some inspirations. They could exchange knowledge. So we will glad that you are here, and we hope also that those who are not yet started this thinking about AI, maybe we will be a little bit convinced that this is worthy to consider in upcoming future. So let's have a look on some stories about the AI first, because last 2 years there were a lot of words told about the AI. Almost every meeting of directors in the big tech corporations were related with the HR, how we could use it, what to do with that. And last year, even not only the big tech companies, but all companies are thinking and talking about the AI. And this is the positive hype, but there are also some dark stories about the AI. And one of the stories I just wanted to recall is the story from 2023 of the lawyer, attorney Steven Schwartz. And this guy thought that it will be worthy to use the ChatGPT to create the letter with some cases for the court. And it was the situation that he asked ChatGPT to use in this letter some case studies from the past. And ChatGPT delivered the message, delivered this letter, and he presented this on the court. And as a result, it happened that all those cases that were delivered by the ChatGPT were fake. So it shows us that, and he also tried to explain himself on the court that he didn't realize that the ChatGPT could create some not real and proven facts, which is of course connected with one of the characteristics of the AI called the mystifying elements. They are related with the AI. What the AI was produced for us. So this is some dark story, but what I found it's interesting at the beginning that now we are living in a little bit different time comparing to the past, because in the past we had a lot of inventions, very important inventions like the wheel, like the steam engine, like the PC, also the internet. So the big breakthrough, but always I thought that we could tell about and think about those breakthroughs and inventions like another tools for humans. But I found a quite interesting approach in the Harvard Business Review that thinking about the AI is never like before, and just comparing it like and treating AI as another tool for humans. It's a little bit more. And the author of this interesting article just describes the few characteristics of the AI, and he tells us that we are living now in auto sapiens era, which means that the systems are working autonomously, so they are completely independent in actions. And the second sapiens part of this word is that they are mimic human behaviors. So it's a little bit different. And he created 4 characteristics I would like to introduce and a little bit explain to you. First of all, those systems, AI, they are agentic, so they take actions. They could take own actions. They could make decisions. They are also adaptive, so they learn. They improve their skills. They improve the results, which is also very important. They are also amiable, which means they befriend. So they could mimic the human behavior. And last but not least, they are also arcane. They mystify. This is something mysterious about those systems. I will also elaborate a little bit more in the moment. So first of all, systems, they act. They take acts and decisions even though they do not have brains in the normal sense of meaning. And I would like to quote the US Air Force pilot. They said about the new AI-powered system that I'm sitting inside a machine that makes its own decisions, which shows that how big help we could help even with very advanced systems like the aircrafts. So they act. They could make independent decisions. They could decide instead of pilot for some important, very fast decisions. They are better than humans from time to time, maybe. In case of the other characteristics, systems, they learn, which means they could improve themselves. They could learn from us. They could learn from people. They are interactive. They could learn from each other also. What is maybe important to mention that this functionality, this characteristics of systems is very important in case of, for example, research. There is a famous experiment called AlphaFold, and this AlphaFold, that was machine learning model. And this learning model, imagine that, predicted 20 million proteins within 5 years. Just to compare it with the human results, traditional scientists have generated only 170,000, but in 50 years. So imagine how powerful they are. Humans, 170,000 in 50 years. AI-powered system, 20 million proteins in 5 years. So they are very powerful. And what was also important in this experiment, the AlphaFold gave the rights and they published this as open source. So it gave a real boost for the scientists because they have described 20 million proteins. They could use it, for example, to create a new cure or something like that. So the second characteristic, they learn. Another characteristic is they befriend, which means that they, as I told you at the beginning, they could mimic the human behavior. And there is a very sad story from the, as I remember, 2023 about a boy who was starting the conversation with the chat called Elisa. And they felt in love with the chat. And it was so, human that he felt this connection. And at the end, he took his own life when the chatbot, he became, of course, obsessed with the chat, promised him that they would live together as one person in paradise. So which shows also this, dark side of the story. We need to be careful, but of course, this function has also a lot of positive signs, like it's very nice to us to have a conversation with the system who is like the human. So the conversation is more natural. I could ask more natural questions. So this is about the third characteristics. And the last one, it's a real interesting one, especially for me. Those systems are ambiguous because maybe a lot of us are thinking that there is maybe a guy, a geek, who is understanding the matter of the AI. But in fact, it's also proven that even the creators of the AI sometimes are not understanding the results they are, for example, given by the AI. Why it's like that? Because the AI are using so many data, so many correlations that the human brain even could, imagine. So that's why sometimes even the creators couldn't understand how the result is created by the AI. So it's a little bit different, a little bit more than, for example, the software we know, because in the programming, the result created by the programmers was predictable. Now with the AI, it's not so easy. It's so complicated. It's so huge. So we have these four characteristics. And I would like to describe a little bit what is in front of us. So the agenda, shortly. We will start with the keynote speech done by our senior trainer, Norbert van Ischlo, who is the main expert in the field of AI. So he is delivering AI mindset training, for example. So he will share his ideas, some inspirations, and also some practical applications of the AI he is using or his participants are using. After that, we have very interesting guests. So we will have the panel discussion. We have Katalin Magyari, People and Culture Officer at MVL Company, and we have also Balázs Laurent. He is a head of the Continental Autonomous Mobility Hungary. So with these two panelists, we have a discussion about the AI implementation, attitude, and other interesting topics they could share from the business perspective and the AI approach. And the third part of our webinar, it will be the practice session with the breakout rooms. So if you would like to dig deeper into the topics, then you could choose two breakout rooms. One will be AI mindset, delivered run by Natasha Dmitrenko, one of our colleagues. And the second one will be AI in sales, done by Robert Kokaj, also one of our colleagues. So after the panel discussion, we will close the official part and ask you to join any breakout room you would like to join if you would like to deepen your knowledge or grab some more inspiration in two of those topics. Shortly, this is it. Please be active on chat. If you have any questions, we could try to analyze the chat also and to answer some extra elements, extra questions. Okay, so let's start with a keynote. So Norbert, please, stage is yours. I'm just stopping the sharing the screen. So now the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Bartek. I'm sharing my screen, and please give a feedback if you see my screen. Say yes if you see that. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. I'm Norbert Vanislo. I'm a soft skills trainer of DEVELOR Hungary. And to tell you the truth, I'm an AI fanatic as well as Bartek. And yes, I attended several AI training courses. I led some of the courses and consultations as well. And actually, I've been using AI since 2023, January, and I'm partially the one who is internally developing people, colleagues of DEVELOR of AI skills. So that's my past. So AI evolution. Bartek was mentioning that there were many inventions in history, like steam engines, the car, and internet, and so on and so forth. But nothing can match the significance of AI. AI is here. It was also mentioned that there is no way back. So either we learn how to use it, or we are going to be in problem. There are many things we should know about AI. And for this, in this huge information flow, I think we need 3 pillars how to navigate ourselves through AI. One is awareness. We have to understand what's going on. Every day there is something introduced, announced in the world of AI. So we must be aware of the news, and we need to have the necessary understanding, the knowledge, how AI can be useful for us. The second one, I believe we need the correct mindset. We don't have to be afraid. We don't have to overestimate the importance of AI. We just have to have the correct open mindset, how to use that. And the third one, lifelong learning is very important in our life, but I think it is very relevant in the AI world. The usage. This is a quite this is the topic when you just don't learn about that. You don't read about that. You have to sense the different AI tools. My goal is in the next 12 minutes is to demonstrate the importance of AI, the different practical tips I'm going to share with you, how to use AI. I'm going to introduce the generative landscape we just created as a menu for today to go through. And actually to tell you in 4 words what I'm going to talk about and what AI can bring to our life. One is professional efficiency. Second is customer experience. In 4 words. In a little bit more, I'm going to talk about in the next couple of minutes. So everything started with OpenAI ChatGPT. ChatGPT 3.5 was introduced 2022, end of November. And immediately, meaning in 2 months, 100 million users started to use ChatGPT. In 4 months, there was already ChatGPT 4 introduced in the market. It was a quantum leap connected to 3.5 version. And we are just testing it. We've been trying to understand the logic, the thinking, and all these efficient tools ChatGPT can help us. And all of a sudden, last week, ladies and gentlemen, it was introduced ChatGPT 4.0. And actually, the science fiction is here. The science fiction is reality here. ChatGPT 4 can visualize, can see where you are, can real-time translate to you. Even you can solve, or it can solve the math exercises of your son. So it's here. It's totally new. It's wild, and it's a wide set of tools what we can use. But it's not only ChatGPT. There are other players in the market. At the moment, there are 86,000 AI tools you can use. Of course, at first sight, it's chaos. It's a massive information overload. The wise thing is to understand, just to pick some of them and to use it wisely and correctly. And I think this is the most important one, to use it wisely, smartly, and correctly, and consciously, and only master your skills out of these 5 tools you will integrate into your everyday life on individual level and on corporate level. It's really like a speed train, and anyone who falls behind will be left behind. And it's really true. And we need to be very, very conscious how to use that. But first, we need to be aware, and the mindset and the conscious learning. Since there are so many information on the market, and as Bartek said as well, there are lots of myths about that. There are lots of dark stories about that. One of the false beliefs is that AI becomes self-aware. It's scary. No, it's not. Maybe it's science fiction at the moment. Maybe something is going to happen in the future, but AI is not on the level of self-awareness now. We are on the edge of narrow AI, which means that we still need the human within the context of the cooperation of human to machine. So we need the human part as well. So we are at the stage of human to machine cooperation. The second false belief that AI is here to take our jobs. Yes, let's be honest. Some jobs will be transformed. Maybe some jobs will be disappearing in the future. But on the basis of the last studies, there will be about 9 million more jobs created just with the usage of AI. And the third false belief is just the opposite. AI is going to take 90% of our jobs, so we can go to Bali and have a safe rest, and it is going to work for us. It's not true at all. As I mentioned, human part is always be there. On the basis of the latest studies, all those AI consultants which say that we are going to help you to be more efficient in your life, in agreeing to use AI, or actually getting you 40% of your efficient time, not 90%, maximum 40%, 50%, you can be more efficient in your lifetime. So this is the framework. But there's chaos, there is misunderstanding, there is lack of knowledge, because everything is like really a speed train. To use AI or not to use AI, that is the big question. Let's check data to somehow understand what is the good story, what is the fact behind. 70% of executives think that AI will become the most significant business advantage in the future. So if you are not using it, you are going to lose the momentum and you are going to lose the business advantage. 9 out of 10 organizations support AI for a competitive advantage, but only less than 50% have deployed AI capabilities. In the poll, you said 28% don't even have such plan to use AI, and 40%, 43% thinking and planning about using AI. Do it. Use AI, because this is going to be a competitive advantage. Approximately 4 out of 5 companies consider AI as a top priority in their business potential, in their business strategy. So these are the facts from the market, current business trends. So let's jump into business, how AI can support you at your workplace. So this is the generative AI map we have created with my colleagues at DEVELOR International. And very briefly, I'm going to mention it. I'm going to be very brief, because anyway, they're going to talk about it at the breakout rooms. Second, we have a lovely AI mindset training sessions, and we are going to talk about during the AI mindset training session in details about this. But what is the map? The first one, and everything started with text-to-text. Text-to-text AI generation helps you search, research, helps you writing. It can serve with a writing assistant. It can help you with copywriting. It can help you with language learning. It can help you creative brainstorming. It can generate you different marketing text in the style of Insta, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatsoever. It can summarize books even. and write you essays in a certain topic. In terms of image, and this was the second step in the usage of AI worldwide. It's very, very interesting. It gives you immediate success. You can generate images. I'm going to show you in 2 slides away. There will be some specific examples how to use AI image generation. So with the help of text to image, you can generate tailor-made pictures to you. It is very important for product presentation, product visualization, service visualization. So AI image is one of the beautiful areas of AI usage. Video, this is already science fiction, and this is already here. We can create videos from text. Sora is coming, Google is coming, and also the Chinese AI tools are coming in the future. They will be here within several weeks for the wider audience. So you can create small videos from text within 1 or 2 minutes. It's fantastic. Audio in 2 parts. Audio is like our sound, the human sound. With the audio generation, you can use transcriptions, you can use note takings, you can use some subtitles, some dubbing with your own words, with your own voice. You can even clone your voices for different languages. We all know that Hagen is here, Colossian is here, 11 Labs is here. It can help you generate voice from text. Also, the coding is here. More and more people will say that coding for us, ordinary people who are not into IT, coding is not relevant. For example, the Python coding is going to be simplified to make it more understandable for everyday people, and it is going to be integrated seamlessly behind our text. And bots, this is the novelty. Chatbots have been here already, but there will be custom GPTs, and most probably every one of us who are here in the system now will have a personalized chatbot in the future, maybe within a year, which is going to help you on a daily basis in your private life and in your business life. So this is the generative menu, what in the breakout room we are going to talk about. And again, we have a lovely AI mindset training session, and we are going to go into practice about this and in details about this theory, and also tailor-made practices with the help of this map. But let me give you some brief examples. One of them is coming from HR. Just imagine, and it's not the future, it's the present. So with a good prompt, I can help as an AI assistant, ChatGPT, that please act as a recruitment specialist. I'm going to attach my CV, and I'm going to attach a certain job description, and I want to understand if I match to that position or not. And please go into details about specifications about my competencies and specific skills. How do I match to that job description? This is my colleague's job description. Reika, she's here in the line as well. She has just created this slide for us. This is the job description, and actually ChatGPT is helping us to understand if she is okay for that position or not. And it helps HR people to pre-filter the potential candidate for that valid position. We go on, and there is a conclusion. Yes, she is best for that position. She's a strong candidate for whatever reason, which is written down here. So it can help, and this is just one of the 1,000 areas AI can help HR persons in terms of recruitment process, creating the different maps, the competence maps, about the different skill sets, about career planning, etc. There is another area for HR, which what we can use in learning and development, and this is connected to text to image. In terms of text to image, and thank you for our Georgian team, namely Eka, who created these beautiful slides. We have a training session. It's a game-based training. It's called Mission to Mars, and we can fit our own characters into the Mars expedition with the visualizations of AI tools. So these are our colleagues, Georgian colleagues in a mission to Mars within that astronaut suit, and we generated these pictures with AI. It can be used for different parts of our training sessions, in invitational letters, in training exercises, in the situational role-play exercises, and supportive documentations like the certificates and the different materials we are sending after the training sessions. It's absolutely fantastic, perfect, and just see yourself as a training participant. You are in the astronaut shirt. I think it's customer experience. I mentioned two things, efficiency and customer experience, and CX customer experience is here with the visualization. And the third one, and this is really about CX as well, creating content with AI avatars. We have a new session. We have a training material connected to sales, and we created specific stories, specific situational role plays, and even we have created avatars who are speaking at the point of our training sessions. And this is the part when training participants say, oh my goodness, where are we? We are in 2200? No, we are in 2024. And I would like to make it speak. This is Lisa. And if the sound effect is okay, and you will tell me if it's okay or not, it's going to speak.
Hello.
Did you hear the sound? So I play the sound.
Lisa here. I run the spa operations in the hotel, servicing and maintaining the pools, the hammams, the saunas, but most importantly, managing various treatments, mostly massage and some fragrance therapies. There is a long list of cosmetics products my girls and I use during the therapies and massages, and there are oils in the sauna and hammams. When Emily asked about our spending and how we can streamline the products, I could not answer confidently. I have to admit there is a spontaneity to what we choose from the wholesalers list. Some girls have their preferences. I guess we need to find a solution to standardize the purchases and the products. I don't know how. We need some guidance. Maybe if we switch to a single vendor concept, we can pre-plan everything and have a more transparent stock level. Hello.
Okay, Lisa, thank you very much. Okay, I just stopped sharing. I'm going back to my presentation. So that was Lisa. And just a second, I'm going back to the one. Good. I'm going back and I skip that. To tell you the truth about tech, I don't even have to go back because that was one of the last slides of myself. I just would like to highlight and actually to give you an analogy how to cooperate with AI in today's world. We just have to visualize AI as a river. A river is strong and flooding and always changing. You have to have, or you have two options. You can swim against the river. We all understand what's going to happen. Or you can make a boat out of the particles, the parts which is useful to you, and go with the flow. So what I'm saying, that AI is here. We have to be aware. We have to have a strong awareness that this is here, and we have to follow on a daily basis about the news, about the new AI tools, and choose only the ones which are operating in your field, which are efficient in your field, which can be supportive to reach your goals on individual and on corporate level, and build that ship, that AI ship, and go with the flow of AI, and you will be successful, and you are going to have a corporate advantage in the market. That's all just an introductory part I would like to share with you. And I'm now passing the ball back to Bartek.
Thank you, Norbert. Thank you. And I feel very inspired. A lot of interesting ideas from you. I really love, especially, this metaphor that this is the speed train and we need to catch it up. So this is something I think very, very important for all of us. And let's have a jump to another part of our webinar. after this introduction of the key concepts in AI, we would like to have this discussion with our guests regarding how they are seeing the AI implementation in their organization, what they are doing. So let me introduce two great panelists. They will have run this discussion together. We have Katalin Magyari, People and Culture Officer at MVL, and also we have Balázs Laurent, Managing Director at Continental Autonomous Mobility Hungary. So welcome guys, and let's maybe start with some short introductions, because I did it very briefly, but maybe I think everyone would like to know more about what you are doing, and something also maybe about the companies, because I'm aware about, for example, MVL, and also your title, Balázs. It's interesting one for me. So let's start maybe with Katalin. So welcome and.
Hello, everyone. Good day for everyone. I'm, Kata or Katalin Magyari. I work for VML, which is a global network that is part creative agency, part consultancy, and part technology powerhouse. So in practice, we design and build digital products, web and mobile platforms, CRMs. We create traditional creative and advertising campaigns, both in Hungary, but mainly for international brands. So I work in the digital world, in the digital virtual reality, but I definitely represent people and the human element. As I am myself responsible for people management and creating a human-centered culture. So I am rather a human fanatic than an AI fanatic, but I am really grateful for AI because it really takes off a lot from my shoulder and my team's shoulders, so that we can deal with people much more.
Okay, thank you, Katalin. And Balázs, it's your turn.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation. So my name is Balázs Laurent, and I'm representing here Continental Autonomous Mobility Hungary. I'm also responsible for AI in our business area, which is covering 12,000 people. We have been using neural networks for computer vision since 2014 in certain customer projects. So it started a little bit sooner than the ChatGPT revolution. And we also make money out of AI. So we develop certain automated assisted driving functions in the cars and the vehicles. And the next generation of this kind of function is only possible to develop with the using of AI, using deep learning, using neural networks. So thanks for the possibility, and I'm happy to share my thoughts, my experience.
Okay, thank you for those introductions. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have one person representing HR and the second one representing business. So we could have some perspectives how to connect each other, so business and HR, plus also the third part, which is AI. So how to build a common language. So maybe this is the challenge we could discuss. But first of all, let's start with some kind of general assessment. What are your colleagues' feelings and attitude towards AI in general? So maybe let's start now with Balázs.
Yeah, actually, AI is in our genome. So we make money out of AI, and we use it to develop the next generation of software, smart sensors. So it's really, really important for us. And it's clear for our colleagues that AI will shape the future in many, many ways. So there's a strong interest towards the new technologies, and we can really improve efficiency in our software development processes using AI. And we also see that AI will create new jobs, but also AI will make our existing jobs more efficient. So it's really, really beneficial, but also should be highlighted that when we use AI in the wrong way for the wrong tasks, then generative AI can cause also significant value destruction. So we should also learn how to use it.
Okay, thank you very much. So not too much fear, let's say like this, and people know that the AI is necessity in the company.
Yeah.
Okay, and how is in your company, Kati?
It's actually in a way similar, because of course programmers actively use AI for code generation, completion, code optimization, bug detection, and all but I would rather call them the basic stuff. So and even for or routine tasks that they use, it actually supports their work. We don't in our company, we don't develop AI. It's just a tool that we are using, even on the creative, on the marketing side. So anything that you mentioned is used here. I still would say that this is still kind of on a scale of 0 to 5, level 3, because we are cautious. I think that's what my experience is, that, okay, what if it makes a mistake? What if it relates with data privacy issues and security issues? So it's really our responsibility to educate and teach people in that, but we will talk about it. So I think the real, I don't know, buzz or boom of it hasn't come yet, so we don't fully leverage what we can in this field. But who knows what is coming? So I don't think anyone can tell.
That's true, even AI.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. So maybe I will ask also Norby this question. So because you shared with your opinions, feelings about how people react to the AI in your companies. Norby has experience delivering our AI mindset workshops for different companies. So maybe Norby, you could share how about the training participants, what you are observing on the training room.
Depending on the market sector, it varies. Several of the guys are, I think, about 5 to 10% are the early adapters. I use AI on a random case, maybe it's ChatGPT or just for fun, but it's not on purpose. So it's not built in. So I totally agree with Koti that it's the boom has not just arrived. They don't really understand what AI can be used for. And even there is a portion of the population who are saying that, oh, it's not my cup of tea. I don't really care. It's a threat. I don't even want to use it. It's going to lose my time. And during the coffee break, when they come to me, that, oh my goodness, can I use it for this and for this and this? It is going to generate some me time for me. I'm going to be more productive and more efficient. And they say, I got it now. So I invest some time and energy into using it. So I'm more like from the neutral part, or even there are some negative parts as well. And yes, there is a percentage, what I said, early adapters, changing of the market segments.
So one extra questions to all of you. Do you see that this is also with the generations connected? So do you see any differences between, the Gen Z or, the older generations?
I just wanted to add, so even we have a wide range of ages here at the company, and Gen Z is so comfortable. You know what? They are so brave, learning by doing, testing by doing, type of kids, and they really enjoy using it, while the other generation has much more cautious approach for that. That's my experience.
Actually, we really need this kind of cautious approach, because we are building up these safety critical systems for vehicles. So anytime you put your children, your daughter in a car, we may be produced with our sensors. We should be really cautious. So that's why we really enjoy that we have so many generations working for us together, and also utilizing AI in a way that we should understand what's happening with the inputs, with the outputs, what's happening in the black box, because we put it in our vehicles, and we want to save lives with the better solutions on the roads. So this should be somehow working better than a human can drive a car. And we can only do this, we can only implement it when if it's on a better level, on a higher level of performance we can reach.
Okay, so let's maybe build on that with another question. So the second question will be about the current level of AI literacy. So how you assess in your companies the literacy level of the people in the companies regarding AI. So let's start maybe with Katalin first. From 1 to 5, let's say like this.
Very difficult. It differs from the area, but that's why I would say a safe 3, because it involves all the operational departments, but obviously on the programmer side and marketing side, they have more confidence in that. So there is still room to improve, I think.
Balázs, you are quite advanced. So how it's with your company?
Yeah, I would say 6, but only in the core areas, of course. So it's not everyone altogether, but it's really interesting that people just got to know certain updates, new products, new development features sooner than it's published officially around us in the media. So it's so rapid development of this whole field, and so many different sources available for them, and the core teams are really working with AI day by day. They have a very, very good understanding of all these kind of technologies and how they use it.
So maybe one extra question, so because in scale of 1 to 5 you are quite advanced, both of your company. So what you did exactly to, let's say, to build a proper mindset and also to improve their competences? So what you did, some examples maybe?
Yeah, I think the most important is that we are in a fierce competition with all the different players in the market, and anytime when we hire a new engineer for our company, for our teams, of course we should check that what are the capabilities for learning, for development. That's an input point where we should measure. And of course, we talk a lot about not only about the technology, but also how you make money using this technology and how you stay competitive. So if you check the automotive market globally or in Europe, you see that so many new actors are there, so many possibilities. If you just not developing with the market, and if you're just not having the innovative solutions on the roads, then we will lose easily. So that's to show this kind of pressure to our people, but also to provide the tools, the access to the new possibilities, and also somehow provide them enough time to think about the new developments, to think about innovative solutions, and to have this kind of critical amount of knowledge accumulated. So it's not only good if you just sit down and think about these topics alone. You need some kind of a team. You need some kind of a team spirit, very, very good, very smart people thinking together about these kind of topics. And then you can come up with new solutions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Katalin, you would like to add something?
I don't want to repeat that. It's simply what I'd like to add is that if you can offer the, new platforms or a platform with all the principles and all the rules and how they can use it, and offer them the learning and development possibilities to educate them, that really helps their confidence and maybe the creative thinking that you mentioned, Balázs, that, hey, let's sit down together. Now we have a safe space because we offer a platform. This is where you can use it. You can add data safely. Then it probably helps to create this competitive advantage.
Okay, so just to summarize what I heard, first of all, building the proper mindset, proper attitude. So open the minds, then give the competences, give extra training, give the access to the tools, because what I heard is one survey that is showing that only 13% are ready to implement, companies are ready to implement any AI tools. There are some security issues, AI issues, and so on and so forth. So it's from the perspective of owners and managing directors of the companies to give this possibility as soon as possible, something like that. Okay, so maybe the short survey among the participants. So please put into the chat, what is your level of literacy in AI from 1 to 5? 1, you are not in the familiar with the AI. 2, you tried ChatGPT. 3, you are moderate, you are trying some things. 5, you are the geek, so you love the AI. Let's have a look on the chat. Different. Yeah, so majority is around 3. Okay, 3 and 2. 1.5 even. Okay, good point. So I hope that at the end of this webinar, this level will increase. So with with this promise, let's move on, because I'm just checking the time. So let's move to another question. So let's think about the future, and this is question to both of you. How do you think AI will influence your company in the near future? So regarding, I don't know, recruitment, maybe new types of jobs, maybe AI skills development. So let's discuss a little bit this one. And now we will start with Katalin, as I remember. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, just as Norbert said, that it's a speed train, so the world doesn't stop spinning. So if you don't keep up with it, you will fall behind, definitely. So you only have a chance to survive if you upscale or upskill your knowledge in our market, in our area, definitely. So this is in the digital agency, it's very, very important. There is no role that isn't impacted by AI here. So I think people need to step out of their comfort zone and dedicate time and energy to mastering the tools within their fields. And then they have the chance, because AI automates more tasks, some more jobs may become redundant, true, or require fewer employees, but it also generates a lot of new roles that is related to AI itself. So when it comes to technology, you can always learn something new, which speeds up your work, makes you more efficient. So, and then again, it allows you to abandon repetitive tasks. So I think you have the chance. If you are comfortable with copy pasting things, then you have no chance. It's not your round, I think. But it will definitely give you a lot of tasks in our area.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Katalin. Balázs, how about the future of your company?
Actually, we are making money out of AI. So we see that more and more components, more and more functions will be built on AI in the vehicles, and this will really increase the efficiency of our work. And this is really the big opportunity for us. So besides what Katalin told us, and I fully agree with that, also in the core business, in the software development, we see a huge revolution nowadays happening here with Copilot and all other tools. So this will really reformulate our future. And somehow I also see that we are living in this age of uncertainty. So as you mentioned previously, we don't know what will happen next month, next year. So as a leader, we should prepare for this kind of uncertainty, that we cannot plan for this. If you don't have any clear directions now how this technology will evolve, then of course we should get used to this kind of situation, this kind of setup, and somehow live with it.
Okay. Let me introduce one more panelist, the secret one, to this question. So I will ask also the ChatGPT what the AI is thinking about the upcoming future. For this, I will use the function, maybe you are not aware of that. In the ChatGPT, you have the headset sign, so you could just ask the questions and receive answer using voice. So let me try. I will hope it will be also good here, but let me start. Hello, ChatGPT. please act as a human resources director of the big company, and you are the panelist of the webinar regarding AI in the future. And the question to you is, how do you think AI will influence the companies in the upcoming future?
As a human resources director at a large company, I see AI profoundly influencing companies in several key areas moving forward. First and foremost, AI will enhance decision-making through data-driven insights. This will be particularly valuable in strategic planning and risk management, where predictive analytics can help foresee market trends and operational challenges. In the realm of human resources, AI will revolutionize how we approach talent management, from recruitment to retention strategies. For instance, AI can optimize recruitment processes by identifying the best candidates from large pools of applicants more efficiently and without bias. This technology can also support personalized employee development programs, helping staff acquire necessary skills for future roles, thus improving job satisfaction and reducing turnover. Furthermore, AI will drive efficiency in operations, automating routine tasks, and allowing employees to focus on more complex and creative work. This shift will necessitate a focus on upskilling and reskilling employees to work alongside AI technologies effectively. Overall, the future of AI in business is not just about adopting new technologies, but also about fostering an organizational culture that is adaptable and forward-thinking. What specific challenges or opportunities are you most curious about regarding AI in the workplace?
So I think it's enough because, very talkative panelist. But of course, we could also add some extra questions, but just to show you how we could interact with the AI. And I think a lot of this kind of applications you could see also in the breakout rooms in the moment. Okay, guys, so let's have one more, at least one more question. We have still time for that. What do you think now, not only about the future, but how specifically, from your point of view, AI will affect HR functions and business functions? So this is something I could also ask. And now, Balázs, maybe it will be your turn first.
Yeah, thank you very much. So actually, regarding HR functions, I see that HR is there as an internal customer for certain AI-related new tools, new features, and HR should somehow formulate what kind of business requests they can somehow add to these AI developers. Regarding the whole company, we see that there are so many different areas where it's happening now in the legal, in workflow, in UX point of view, so many different areas where AI can help a lot. And from an HR perspective, I really see the need for making everyone really prepared for the new AI features. So some kind of AI literacy we talked about, and provide the tools, provide the training materials, because who falls behind will be left behind. That's very important, and not only for AI developers, but all our community.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Balázs. Katalin?
Yeah, it does have a huge effect on HR management, and HR management is really complex. So a large percentage of HR professionals barely have time to focus on people, right? So how much time do you have to sit down and listen to people, hear their needs, and act accordingly, and so on and so forth? So we have a myriad of administrative and personal tasks, regulations to establish and enforce, and things like that. So what a tremendous added value it is to have AI to solve a huge portion of this for us. So if you just look at recruitment, if you prompt AI well, just as Norbert, I think it was Norbert who described, if you feed the data right, it's sifting through resumes and doing even the pre-screenings for you super well, and it can create amazing job descriptions. Oh my God, how much time it's taking off your shoulder. And it's even formatting, matching your previous templates. So even your interview process can be developed so well so that you can actually support your hiring managers with prepared materials. and even with planning your own learning and development material. So things that you have mentioned, or just for me, rephrasing an email. This is an international company, we use English. This is not my mother tongue, obviously. I need to elaborate the language. So on an everyday basis, you don't even realize how much you use, or if you just use DeepL, probably people don't even know whether it's AI based or not, or how they use it. So, but my main message is really that since humans are social beings who crave attention and empathy and social interaction, I hope there will always be a need for our role and for our responsibilities where EQ is involved, because the human energy is not there in AI. So hopefully that's why we will always be important as leaders, not just as HR managers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just summarizing, there are a lot of implications, a lot of influence for the both areas, like the HR and also business. You mentioned also, Katalin, about this functions and usage of AI regarding languages. So I have a question in my mind: do I still need to learn the new languages? Maybe we'll be, we'll receive the big help of the AI. I will show you one example of what I did with the hygiene, because I was creating a training for the in English, and there was a big part of the participants, they were Japanese speakers. And I'm not speaking Japanese, so I created a short introduction video using hygiene with me speaking Japanese. So you could check it out. I will try to present it very shortly.
「次のトレーニングのエピソードでは、クリティカルシンキングとは何かについてお答えします。この定義をしのみ少し助けをし、このトピックを深く掘り下げることを目指します。これにより、皆さんがトレーニングの後半に完全に意識している状態で進むことができます。
Wow, congratulations.
just for an inspiration, you could do it with the hygiene and with different languages. So it's quite nice, quite interesting. But we are looking for the different implications, how we could use it. I heard the rumor that every day we have 17 different new usages of the AI. So this is something which is really evolving. Okay, guys. So last but not least question to both of you. About the role. So what will be the role of HR, business managers, and service providers, for example, like we, DEVELOR, in the transformation of the implementation of AI? So what do you think? Maybe let's start with now with Balázs. Yes, first.
So in this kind of transformation, I think that to understand that what are the limits of the technology and how we can use it in a ethically correct way. That's what I see as the most important story. So we talked about this, that there are certain biases. So AI is learning out of the data. What kind of data we provide it, and if there are certain biases in the data, because we are human beings and we have certain biases in our life as well, how we select, how we recruit certain people, how we check the CVs and things like that. Even if we try to somehow be really correct in each and every day, as a human being, it's not that easy. And anytime when we have this kind of data and we provide this for AI, then AI somehow can reproduce this kind of biases. And what I see as the most important story is to somehow use it in a fair way and somehow have the human control still in the loop. So anytime when you implement these kind of solutions, anytime when you implement this kind of AI tools, how can you check as a human being that whether the result is fair, result is correct from a professional perspective? And if we are talking about certain creative ideas, okay. If you're talking about analyzing certain root causes, or for example, checking a certain professional area there where you don't have the clear understanding, how you can control this, I think that's our biggest challenge in the transformation.
Mm-hmm. So as I understand, the critical thinking is crucial here. So,
critical thinking and the limitations. What are the limitations of AI? And as a human being, how we control it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Katalin?
Yeah, there are many people here who are considering in implementing the new systems or platforms or things. And then yes, what Balázs mentioned is, you know, promoting or so to create the fundamentals with promoting ethical AI practices is very important. So we have to have a clear mind on that, what we want and what we want to convey to our people and to our clients as well, because they have to know if it's used by, I don't know, by AI and why it is good for them, or even educate them how they can use it. And the next step is to educate our people on that, not just the knowledge or the technology, but also how to use it ethically. That's very important. And I would also include this, maybe it's related to the fairness part, that we have to promote diversity and inclusion in the AI development teams, so that we can mitigate biases and ensure that AI systems are designed to serve diverse groups fairly and equitably, definitely. And then we can also ask the people's feedback, what they think, and they can bring their opinion on it back to us, and then act accordingly and arrange it accordingly.
You mentioned the very important element, like, you know, and I'm thinking about this diversity, how important it is to implement include many people with the decisions, with the building attitude, and even implementing the AI. I think this is the second very important element, except the critical thinking about also those elements they were mentioned previously by Balázs. I would like also ask Norby about his thoughts about the final question.
Okay, in short, I think there are three areas we service providers can provide to clients and customers. First, follow trends and be ready with up-to-date information and communicate with a very simple language. I think it's the essence, simple language. Everything is super complicated. We have to have the essence to synthesize the information and communicate clients with simple language, creating the AI mindset as well. Second, help HR people all through the learning journey and identify all these different areas AI can help HR people, and we can support HR people on that road to help from recruitment through training processes until retention. All these areas we can highlight the advantages of AI tools. And third, since the expectation of the clients are increasing actually on a yearly basis, so we have to exceed their expectations by creating tailor-made messages and trainings. And AI will help us in generating that tailor-made training sessions. And of course, we have to serve them with customer experience, the best visuals, the best audio, etc., and integrate in the 22nd century training sessions. I think these three areas are our main roles.
Thank you, Norbert, and also thank you all panelists, Katalin, Balázs. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, being open with us, sharing your experiences with this topic, which is really a very interesting one. Even the discussion took longer as we planned it. I hope we will have still possibility to open the breakout rooms and to continue a little bit more. So for now, thank you very much. If you would like to say goodbye for the participants, it's to you.
Just a quick thank you very much for the invitation, and I also really enjoyed the discussion. Thanks very much, and fingers crossed for everyone with AI. it's a great tool.
Thank you very much also from my side for the invitation, and I really enjoyed the discussion.
Thank you, Balázs. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just finishing the official part with some screens. If you would like to follow us on the social media, so you could just scan these QR codes and be with us. In the moment, we will open the breakout rooms. So if you would like to join our breakout rooms, please do it. There will be no coming back to the main room, so we will have only the breakout rooms here, and in the breakout room you will finish the webinar. Here are also some informations about the local events. So if you are from Hungary, you could, for example, join this this HR meetup. In Slovenia, there will be also the L&D survey results, connected events. In Slovakia and Czechia, we have psychological safety, very interesting topic and events. So if you are speaking local languages I'm presenting here, just please join this events locally. So let's start with the breakout rooms in the moment. I would like also to introduce our two colleagues. In case of AI mindset, the breakout room will be led by Natasha Dmitrenko, and in case of AI in sales, Robert Kokai. So please decide, join our breakout rooms. And this is it from my side. So thank you very much for all participants here, and enjoy the rest of webinar in the breakout rooms. So please join. We are starting the webinar, the breakout room sessions in a moment.
Thank you, Bartek.